year, and just been a real good friend to me. Greg, since he's got here, he's a year behind me, but we've always had a lot of similar qualities with one another. And then, Hank being another defensive lineman, me and him have kind of been through thick and thin, through the good times and the bad, as far as football goes, and being there, just 100% for each other. And so those three guys are pretty easy choices for my wedding.
How's your life changed on a day-to-day basis since you found out Ashley has gone through this, and you're traveling, and your mindset? I mean, what's changed for you as a person, do you think?
Well, the thought of her is just, so constant. It's always in the back of the mind, of my mind. Just, I know it's there, and I know what she's going through, and it's hard not being there, because I want to be with her constantly and just be by her side. And I know I can't, because I know at this point the best thing I can do for the both of us is graduate this spring. But it's just kind of a constant reminder. I know, what she's going through, and I just hate that, and it hurts me not being with her.
How much of the day, I know she's going through so much, and obviously you are as well, how much of the day does she lift your spirits up versus you having to lift hers up? Oh,
it's unbelievable. I'll call and say, how you doing? And she'll say, oh, I'm good. And, I know she's lying. She always tries to be so strong and, all that. But just to see her go through this and just take everything in stride with, such grace and such beauty and a positive attitude, it's just a real inspiration to me every day.
Now, tell me a little bit about this proposal. How did this happen?
We were in Washington, D.C. Last year for the Military Bowl playing Air Force. It was the first night we were out there. Me and a few other guys were just walking around D.C. checking out, some of the monuments, some of the sites. It was getting late, about 10 o'clock, and we were getting hungry. So we're right out by the White House, and one of the guys goes up to the post, and there's a security guard there, and he was talking to him, trying to find something to eat. As he's doing that, a guy comes walking out. He sees us, sees some big guys, not, pretty abnormally large humans, and stops. You guys here you guys playing the game? We're like, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I work, I've been working in the White House Secret Service since Reagan. And just kind of got talking. He's like, hey, yeah, I work, this night from blah, 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 stop by and see me. So I already had the plan of proposing to her somewhere in D.C. So I go back another night and kind of talking to him. I kind of go, hey, where would be, some good places that I could propose to my girlfriend? And they start naming these places, Lincoln, Memorial, Capitol, all this and that. And I go, well, anyway, you guys could let me on the lawn of the White House. And he goes, not unless you want to get attacked by dogs. I don't want that. But he goes, what I could do, what, I'll let you behind the gate and I'll let you on the driveway. You still be able to get a real nice picture. I was like, absolutely, that sounds awesome. So we had everything, all my parents and aunt and uncle came down, my sister, and my dad traveled with the ring, duct taped to his body, so they wouldn't lose it or nobody would steal it. So I had to sneak that out without Ashley seeing, and I called her down to the White House, and I said, hey, the security guard's gonna let us take some pictures, and we took some pictures, and she went to walk away, and I stopped her and proposed her on the White House driveway.
Which I'm sure she was stunned.
Yeah, I never really did get a yes. It was kind of more of a shaking and nodding the head, and I said, I'll take it. So, the word yes never actually did come out, but I had the head nod. So
you guys have obviously been on cloud 9, and then you guys went down so far, and then remission, so back up, and now back down. I mean, the roller coaster is, explain that.
That's almost the hardest part. I mean, this coming out, obviously when we first found out back in April, it was devastating. You never want to hear the word cancer. And then as she went through it, battled through it every day, and getting to remission, starting to get better. Hair's growing back, getting long enough to put extensions in. So getting ready for the wedding. So we're starting to get like, oh, we're out of the woods here. And then I get that. My parents show up on, my front steps in Toledo Friday night, and I immediately knew something was wrong. And it's just like the wind gets taken out of you because you think you're out of the woods, and then all of a sudden you realize you're nowhere close, and you got to start this process all over again. So it was definitely initially just took the wind out of us, and so shocking. It's not what we expected. But now we kind of know what we're dealing with, and can take it one day at a time and just battle every day.
Now that when you talk to her, you said